Hey, what's happening, y'all? What's up, Detroit? What's going on, Atlanta? All across the nation, FB. We here today with Reborne. Reborne is here in Detroit. He's doing a video to a song that he did called Detroit State of Mind. And in his directorial debut, we want to find out a couple of things about what was the process of this video. How's it going today, Reborn?
Hey, what up?
How's it feel being back in Detroit for a minute, your hometown?
Oh man, whenever I come back here, I always feel right at home. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
You know, Atlanta is my second home. This will always be my first.
Okay. And what's this project that you're doing right now? It's, you say Detroit State of Mind. What is that? Is that a song? And what does that entail?
Detroit State of Mind is just entailing like basically the mindset that it takes to survive in Detroit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Whether it be negative or positive. And I wanted to do a video that kind of surrounds that mentality, that by any means mentality, and that get mine, get yours type mentality. And it also was to promote the book, you know, Legendary. So I wanted to kind of have like a double-edged sword, you know, be able to promote that, but also tell a story from my perspective. And I wanted to take it back to the days where we were very calculating when it came to this, you know, this whole street mentality and shit. So that was the whole focus when it came to doing this video.
Okay. And what was the process that you took on in when it comes to putting the video together, and tell me about your experience with cinematography?
Well, I mean, I bring what I really bring is the shit that I experienced. You know, like I've actually been out there and seen how gangsters do shit. You know what I mean? Like it's a certain way that you do things when you're in the streets. Like it's a certain way you think, it's a certain way you have to move in order to get a certain level of respect. So just like when it comes to how to hold a gun, for instance, it's a certain way that a gangster holds a gun, and I wanted to bring that across in the video. So when it came to the cinematography and the idea behind it, I just wanted to go for realism, you know what I mean? And I wanted to pay attention to the small details that other people may not necessarily pay attention to.
Okay.
That was the whole goal, you know.
Okay. So you basically you focus on the reality and the realism of the situation. That's pretty much your style. And when it comes to, you know, how you come across on making your films.
Well, I wanted to blend it. You know what I mean? I don't want to have too much realism to the point where it's like, okay, this shit is so real, it's boring. But I also wanted to have a certain level of creativity thrown up in there, so you get a nice balance. You know what I mean? You got the creativity, you got the realism, and you mix it together because it still has to be entertaining. You know what I mean? So that's the main thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to come across with.
Okay, and I understand that you're also a hip hop artist too. So tell me what projects that you have out right now, and what can people look forward to in regards to what you got?
Well, I don't really consider myself a hip hop artist anymore. Like I'll always be hip hop, but I'm not really a hip hop artist anymore. I'm mainly focused on coming at hip hop from a film basis, you know what I mean? Okay. I want to do movies, videos, and film with a hip hop edge to it, you know what I mean? So I still do music, but I wouldn't necessarily consider myself to be a hip hop artist.
Okay. Any last things you want to tell your audience before you leave, or any projects you got coming up, or anything you know, any shout outs or anything?
Well, I want to mainly focus on Detroit, you know what I mean? And I think the main thing about Detroit is to get your ideas out there. That's the only thing I can say. Get your ideas out there creatively, and you know, pretty much by any means. We need to be we need to step our game up and be better than a lot of people that's in the industry, because Detroit has not had that notoriety that a lot of other cities have enjoyed. So I would say that we have to be even better, to the point where we get noticed, you know what I mean, or above the other ones, because Detroit has some really, really great artists here. So that's the main thing that I would say. Just whatever idea you have, just execute it excellently, you know what I mean, to the point where people have to take notice. They cannot deny you. And I'll leave you with that word.
All right, this is the Local Authors Network doing our special feature on Reborne, the local film director, Atlanta to Detroit. It was good talking with you. Peace out.